Welcome. I've been expecting you. Just kidding. Hi, everyone. Today, we're going to keep it kind of simple. We're celebrating 1 week now since we began Lent. So, first off, congratulations. You survived this long. You haven't died of hunger or whatnot. You are alive. You've hopefully enjoyed your Lenten observances, etc. You're doing okay. Now, maybe some of you have already kind of put aside or gotten over whatever you said you would do or stop doing. Maybe you kind of caved in a little at some point. But today, really, the message is don't be discouraged. We're only a week in, and something that we have to remember is that no matter how often we fall, we have to dust ourselves off and kind of keep going. And that's what Jesus taught us, where he fell and he didn't just stay kind of down and, expected to be okay. He dusted himself off while carrying the cross, and he just kept going. And that's a really important message for us. And it's an important reminder that that's what we need to do. When we fail, whether it's our Lenten promise, whether it's New Year's resolutions, whatever it is that we take on, more than likely, we'll probably have some stumbles along the way, but to not stay in those stumbles, to keep going. And remember that it's not necessarily about just getting to the goal and kind of that's it. It's about working your way there. When you start walking somewhere, it's not like you're immediately there, unless it's like a few steps away. Most of the time when we're walking somewhere, we have a destination in mind, but then we either walk back. And in our spiritual walk, it's very much the same. We have to have a goal, but we also have to see and be cognizant of where we are walking. And that's pretty much what I want to focus on today, is to not get discouraged. Maybe you've been fine. Maybe you say, okay, it's only been a week and it's all good. And then maybe 2 weeks from now, it's when you're gonna stumble on your promises and whatnot. Don't get discouraged. Once you fall, once you come into that moment of weakness, get yourself up again. And hopefully it's not mortal sin. But if it is, go to confession and then keep going. That's what the spiritual life is a series of tumbles, but we, in a certain sense, we have those tumbles because sometimes we rely on ourselves instead of God. And when we recognize that it's not by our own merits that we are saved, then we recognize that we need a savior, and that's Jesus. And then when we rely on him, everything is so much better. So anyway, don't get discouraged. Don't forget the 3 pillars: the prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. And then when you forget those things, don't get discouraged. All right. So praying for y'all. I ask for your prayers, and Marcos out. That's my new tagline, by the way. Marcos out.